Oh,
And we're back.
I need a nap, Mallett.
Man, that was great.
That was a little spicy.
Yeah, it was a little spicy.
Little spicy.
Not for everybody, but you know, conversations don't have to be comfortable to make you think.
No,
you know?
they don't. They don't. And, you know, Alex, apparently that's very Alex. If you listen to his YouTube and some of his things that he has done, his podcast.
He's obviously brilliant.
He is super smart. It was hard for me to keep up with him because I am not super smart. And
Well, I felt the same way.
Listening to him.
It's unfiltered, but it's obviously a lot of it is satire, but it's very well thought out. It's not just, you know, spewing stuff. He knows what's funny and he knows how to use it.
He sparked conversation, that's for sure. And I would have to say, dare I say, he challenged the room.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. There's definitely a lot there to think about. So I really enjoyed that time with him.
We are definitely going to have to put explicit on this one. This one was
which
a
is
little.
Okay. Yeah, I think most people know that you curse a lot anyway.
Hey, he said more F words than I do.
That's true. Yeah, more
in one day
in that 1 hour than you do in most days.
He did.
That's true.
So how did you fare on this ice storm, snow?
I have a theme, and the theme was day one was freaking awesome. We sat home, we played some games, we did jigsaw puzzles, we watched TV. Yay! Day two, it's like, this is getting a little old. By day three, man, I was like, I'm gonna go drive on 290. I don't care. I got to get out of here.
I'm gonna end up in a ditch.
I don't care. I just got to get out of here.
I've learned even more so that I am not built for this weather. I am a flip-flop wearing, one layer, no heater, ceiling fan, even when it's 13 degrees outside. I also, Steve, had more bread and carbs over this last weekend that I had in all of 2025.
You got your stretchy pants on?
I did. And I told you earlier, I almost got stuck in my pants. I was trying to go to the restroom and I couldn't get my pants off. But I finished Netflix, in case you were wondering what that looks like.
Yeah.
I did that.
We watched the entire second season of Landman, I think, in a day, maybe a day and a half. So.
Well, my trash cans were frozen shut.
Oh, God.
I had to bring my outdoor cat inside. It's our little barn kitty, and she was sleeping in the laundry room, and then she pooped in my laundry basket.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Oh, God, I wanted to freaking choke her out.
Oh, that's
and then
terrible.
I know one of my little dogs, who they're all house trained. I know one of them was like, nope, I'm peeing in the house today because they're not going out there.
Going out there.
Yeah. But shockingly enough, I missed being at work. I really did. I learned that I have two modes, go and stop, and there's no in between. But
I thought a lot about that too. I was like, okay, I really feel like I got to go out and be productive. And I thought to myself, what mechanism in my head doesn't allow me to stop for 4 days? Because this storm lasted a lot longer than, what they call it, Fern, the ice storm Fern. Lasted a lot. Yeah, it's Fern.
Oh, I didn't
know
know
that.
No, I didn't know that. They name them?
The NOAA names hurricanes, so that comes from. But the Weather Channel names.
Eve names.
Yeah.
Noah.
Yeah, but the Weather Channel names ice storms, so they named that ice storm Fern.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Fern.
So, but anyway, it lasted. I think we all expected. We had dinner plans Sunday night with some friends in the Domain, and we all expected that by midday on Sunday, all the ice was going to be gone. But I still have ice in my driveway, and it's Wednesday.
Yeah. Well, let me just tell you one thing, Mr. Lewis, if you're listening, from sunny San Diego, California, while my husband was out the entire
75 degrees.
Yes, he was out
sunny
there.
skies.
He will pay. And what that allowed me to do is something very productive. And those of you that missed out on it, I bought first round George Strait tickets, and I only paid. You ready for this? How much do you think I paid for a ticket?
I have no idea.
Okay, right now, floor seats are going for like $5,000.
Oh my God.
Okay.
George Strait is still alive, and he's great, but not $5,000.
And right now, they just added 2 more shows because it sold out. And right now, the same seats that I bought are going for about $1,600 a piece. I got in early. It was like early, so I had a special code, and I paid $350 a piece.
Really?
Yeah. And so Todd's like, sell it.
I would go see George Strait for $350.
Man, it's
I
I'm
wouldn't
excited.
go see him for $5,000.
No.
But, there's not I don't think there's anybody on the planet I'll pay $5,000 a piece to go see. But
Well, I'll sell my ticket to you for $1,200.
I bet you would. I want to give a shout out to my wife, Holly. One of the highlights for me was we went for a walk on Sunday. Ice is everywhere. Everything's slick. And we were sliding around, and we were in the parking lot somewhere. And I'm not supposed to talk about where I live anymore. So we were in the parking lot somewhere. And there was this little the slippery spot, and we kind of just danced there and did some little twirls, and I just was laughing, and it was so much fun. And
You mean you danced and twirled?
Yes, we did, in a snowstorm.
Holly, if you have video of this, please send me the video.
No, we were having too much fun.
Holly, please send me videos of Steve dancing and twirling.
Yeah, I'm not very good at it,
And
so she
also,
won't videotape me.
I want you to come up with a new word other than shout out, because that's so 1999.
It so is, isn't it? So what do I say?
I don't know, but you're not using that anymore.
I love my wife, Holly, and I want to tell everybody about her that we had so much fun dancing on the ice.
And you twirled.
And I twirled. I'm a twirler. Hey, the Super Bowl's coming up. Do you know who's playing?
I actually do. Do you know who's playing?
I actually had to ask ChatGPT.
It's the Patriots and the Seahawks. But who
the
cares?
Seahawks are favored to win, believe it or not.
Oh, that'll be, thank God, because Tom Brady doesn't play for. And did you know that Tom Brady used to be the quarterback of the Patriots?
I did know that.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, and now he's a commentator on Fox Sports.
He has a kabillion dollars.
Yeah,
why is he even?
Yeah, why are you not sitting on a beach somewhere next to Todd?
Yeah, right.
But one of the things that, if you've been following anything in the news or social media, a couple years ago, Budweiser
canceled.
Yeah, got canceled. They did some marketing that was very ill-advised.
Stupid.
I think at the time they were the #1 beer company in the country, and they quickly fell, I think, to number 6.
Yeah.
Behind things like Modelo and
H-E-B generic beer.
H-E-B generic ale.
My neighbor, who is a Bud Light aficionado, that's all he drank.
Yeah.
All he drank, and he stopped. And I actually still like to go by H-E-B and go by Costco and laugh at all the Bud Light that is
during
there.
the ice storm. I'll bet you during the ice storm, all the beer was gone except for Budweiser.
I have to agree.
Yeah. But anyway, they're trying to redeem themselves. So they're coming out. I don't want to play the whole thing because you're going to be able to see it in the Super Bowl, but it's really good. I actually, when I first watched this, I hate to admit it, I got a little choked up. I'm like, damn, whoever did this really captured what you used to feel when you watch this kind of stuff.
I know why you got choked up, because you're a twirler.
I'm a twirler. But it's worth watching. It's on. They have it on YouTube right now. It's out all over the place. It's the music is Freebird by Leonard Skinner.
And they're celebrating their 150th year.
150th year making beer, but it's called American Icons.
It's amazing. It's great. There's a horse and there's an eagle, and that's all I have to say. But I have to say it's an amazing commercial. It brings back the feels. But you know what? I think it's going to take more than a commercial to bring people back.
I'm with you. I guess I'm more commentating on what a great marketing thing. I mean,
because they fired the other idiot.
Yeah, finally. Well, I think they fired that person early on. But yeah, I mean, what idiot went to a marketing meeting and said, hey, we're going to do, we don't need to talk about what it was, but this is our new marketing push, and everybody went, yay, yeah, let's do that. But anyway, so we'll see what happens. I don't know. Maybe the shelves will still be full of Budweiser beer after this, but it's a good commercial. So
it is a good commercial. Will you watch any of the Super Bowl? Have you ever?
Probably not.
So TPSU, is that, am I saying it right?
I have no idea.
They're going to have an alternative halftime show that I'm going to watch.
Turning Point. Oh, okay.
Turning Point. And but I usually also like to watch the Puppy Bowl. That's the other thing I like to watch.
Oh, yeah.
So the Puppy Bowl is like my favorite. But, I do like football. I'm a big football fan. I'm just not interested this year, like in
well, you don't have a team in the fight. It's different, if
we'll
the Texans had gone or Dallas had gone.
The Dallas is never going. Somebody got to die in that organization to let the Cowboys.
I wonder if the new owner after Jerry Jones is
going to be his son.
Yeah, well, I wonder if he'll shake things up.
Well, I think he's being a little cock-blocked right now by his father, so
probably,
he needs to, I don't know, push Dad off the cliff or something.
Yeah, so when Budweiser made that marketing mistake, I'm sure that they thought it was the end of the world over there because their stock went in the toilet and nobody was buying their beer anymore. But have you heard of this thing called the Doomsday Clock?
Every day when I come into work,
The
Steve.
doomsday
Every day
clock
when
gets a little bit closer to midnight.
Every day when I wake up. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Well, this last week, atomic scientists set the doomsday clock to just before midnight. It's 85 seconds before midnight. And the group is called the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists. It was formed in 1947.
what does this mean? You said before midnight.
So this group, they do this estimation, which I think they just pull out of their you-know-what. And they say, okay, based on the things that are happening, and this year they referenced nuclear-armed countries, a splintering world, global warming, obviously, and then Trump's increased production of fossil fuels and crackdown against renewables as putting us closer to, do you know what an ELE is? You ever heard that acronym? ELE is end of life event, meaning the world's going to cease to exist. And so they are saying we are closer to catastrophe, human life ceasing to exist than we have ever been since 1947. Think about all the things that have happened since 1947. We've had a Gulf War. We've had 9/11. We've had the Vietnam War.
We had New Coke.
We had New Coke? I mean, geez. Yeah, we should have been right before midnight. But these guys...
Wait a minute. What is 85 seconds to midnight?
So
I don't understand what that means.
When they started this in 1947, they said, we are 17 minutes to midnight. Midnight meaning midnight is an event that would end human life. And so every couple years they come out because nobody pays attention to them unless they move this clock up. And it's an advocacy group.
Did they give you a date?
No, it'll give you a date. That's the Mayan calendar.
Oh. So it's 85 seconds to midnight.
85 seconds, meaning
midnight somewhere.
Some midnight somewhere.
Future.
It's just to think of it in terms of the clock being like man started 20 million years ago as a ape on some continent somewhere, and the end of life is when human life ceases to exist, and that's a 24-hour clock. Boy, I've totally lost you. Anyway,
that sounds like a lot of math.
We're 85 seconds towards the world
That's a lot of
ending.
math, and I think I'm going to be okay.
Yeah, but do you really think the world's in a much worse place than it was?
No,
I mean,
just think people. Okay, can I also tell you? And I've been waiting to tell you this. It's.
God.
I know.
Uh-oh.
I have
She's gonna
been.
break some news to me.
No, I've been. Yeah, it is breaking news.
Michelle, quit.
I realized, no, you're not getting rid of me. I realized that I became a social experiment in the algorithm.
Oh, yeah.
And it came to an epiphany to me, and that the doomsday scrolling that I do, that the things that I share and the things that I like, that they're showing, and I finally realized, like, it took me a little while, but I finally realized. So I'm making a conscious effort, even though I like some of the stuff and it's so funny, that not pushing the heart button and not pushing the share button, not because I don't believe it and not because I don't want somebody else to see it, but it's because I am tired of feeding into the bullshit, and it's affecting my mental health. Todd was talking to me the other day about my husband hates Thune more than anybody in political office. I don't know why. He talks more about Thune than he talks about his own mother. Okay, let me just tell you.
Okay.
And it has really started affecting me. It's like, what? Nothing to the point. I mean, look, I'm going to support the people that I'm going to support, local politicians and things like that. But, and yeah, maybe some stuff will slip through and I'll share some things. But I am tired of being a cog in their wheel.
You hit it right exactly on the head. I have felt that way too. I feel like a peon that they are manipulating to do their deeds for them.
Yeah.
And you can really see it in... It hit me this week because of Minneapolis,
yes.
Because those people that are out there are following orders from people on social media, and that idiot mayor that's out there that's saying, go out, and Walt saying, go out there, film them. And those people are buying that crap, and they're upending their lives for this stupid thing that they're doing.
I know, and it's sad to me regardless. Yeah, it's like, it is. The loss of any life is tragic.
Tragic.
Is tragic.
But But
And
nobody should be telling those people
No,
to do that stuff
I
because
agree.
they can't help themselves.
And, you're
they
gonna
become pawns in the game.
Yeah, and you have all these armchair political. I think it was something that somebody had written, and I can't remember if it was Dan Bongino or whoever it was, but it was somebody that I really respect, and it was like the fact that I am listening to these social media influencers,
Yeah.
right? And they are now all of a sudden they're an expert on Israel, and now all of a sudden they're an expert on Palestine. Now all of a sudden they're Black Lives Matter. And all of a sudden it's like whatever the day. And I was like, oh my God, I've become that person. Like I'm regurgitating the stuff that they're wanting me to regurgitate.
So that the algorithm picks it up and shows it to more people, and then those people get swayed. Good for you, Michelle. I'm really happy for you.
I started thinking it's really affecting me, and like it was my conversation with my daughter. Like we were going back and forth. She's like, "Mom, you don't have to listen to one news station," and I'm like, "I don't listen to just one news station. I really try to pay attention, Kendall. I really try to do my research, but then I realized that my research is just other people just like me sharing shit that they probably have no business sharing."
Yeah.
So there's my.
I'm really happy for
Thank you.
I think you're going to find a lot more peace not doing that.
Thank you. I do share some funny stuff though.
You do share some funny stuff.
But it's like I said, one may slip. I'm like an addict. Hello, my name is Michelle, and I am addicted to social media memes.
Well, so next week you'll be able to say I've been off social media for a week. Hello, I'm Michelle. I'm an addict, and I've been off social media for a week.
And I didn't share 14 memes in one day.
Yeah,
that's
kind of sad about that because sometimes those are the highlight
well,
of my morning.
Maybe I'm just going to share them to you like I was doing. I'm not going to share them to the masses.
Hey, there you go. Share them to a couple people, and those people either like them or they don't. They either give you a little heart on there or they don't. Yeah.
And that's one of my favorite things. It's like why unfriend somebody? Just keep posting stuff so they get pissed off and they unfriend you.
Well, and kind of piggybacking on what Alex said, I mean, why are we unfriending people because they just have a little bit of a different belief? I mean, we got to get past that. We need to, you can't choose who your neighbor is, but you can still love your neighbor even if they have a different bumper sticker than you do. There's no reason for all this animosity and people being up in arms literally about stupid stuff.
I know a lot of what you probably just heard with Alex, if you take down all of kind of like what he said and all the satire and all the comedic things, but there was some truth in between a lot, or a lot of that. Really, he's just a guy that rides a bicycle and wants to have conversations with other people, wants to build relationships, and he's just a dad or a husband trying to build a business in Fredericksburg.
I guarantee you, if you bring an argument to him that's based on reality that that is not necessarily his belief, he'll listen. And he'll think about it. That's what we need a little more of.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like, you don't have to agree with it and you don't have to believe it. But we need to get back to that, I'm going to listen and maybe I'll learn something. And then would you listen to my ideas too? Can we do that? And if we can do that, well, a lot of what, in Alex's word, a lot of this noise just goes away. Because they are trying to get us worked up into a lather.
I became a social experiment and it worked.
Yeah.
And,
well, we all have.
And I feel like, social media is a necessary evil. And I felt myself over the last couple of weeks kind of pulling away a little bit. And then like the snowstorm just was like, okay.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Oh, by the way, have you done our 4 posts this week on Instagram for that?
You know what? I also didn't do the taxes. Todd asked me, did you do our taxes during the snowstorm? I was like, why?
Well, my point is it's going to be hard for you to give up social media if part of your job is to go post stuff for us.
I know. Well,
but we try and post stuff that's uplifting.
Hey, we went to a chamber lunch today, and I got content for that.
Yes,
okay?
you did. Yes, you did.
Okay.
And we got some funny stuff coming too.
And does this count as one? Because that's one.
That does count as one.
Okay.
Yes.
Mallett Integrity Team. That's one.
Yes. So, but anyway, I'm really glad to hear you say that.
Thank you.
I think you're going to come into the office and be a lot more at peace than you normally are. And some days you're going to come in on coffee like today, and my life will be hell.
Yeah. Well, you know what else I discovered, Steve? Like honestly, I was getting really confused. Like I'm not a dumb person, but I'm also not.
You get all these conflicting things, right?
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know where the lines are so blurry right now. Like, I don't know what I believe because I've been told by all these different people
to believe this.
This, and I'm like, okay, where's my moral compass? Where do I truly fall?
Wow.
Where do I really believe?
That's huge.
So
That's huge.
I'm trying to turn it off, and I'll still have
a step back. Yeah, I mean, go on it if you can control it. It's like it's a little like alcohol or smoking cigarettes,
or like a little book of sugar. No,
yeah,
I just need a little bump. I need a little bump of TikTok.
But you go on there. I mean, how many times have you been on social media? You're like, I'll just take a look on Instagram, see what everybody's doing, and then half hour later, you're
doom scrolling,
still sitting on the toilet watching Instagram.
Yeah, where's Michelle? She's watching TikTok in the toilet, and she can't get her pants up. That's really what's going on.
Too many carbs and sugar.
Well, thank you very much, and for supporting my my new endeavor.
I'm really, really happy for you. 2026 is going to be a good year. We're all going to be trying to find our own peace. So.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us. We